Ciao everybody, welcome back to Earth to Rocco. Today we're making a dish that really highlights Sicily's rich culinary history. It's a dish that's naturally vegan and it really emphasizes fresh vegetables. It's one of my favorite Sicilian dishes. It's called caponata di melanzana or eggplant caponata. There are hundreds of ways to make a caponata and this is one of my favorite recipes. It's served as a contorno or a side dish, and you can also serve it like a bruschetta with bread. It's usually served cold, which makes it really popular during the summer months, but I like to eat it all year round. The vegetables used in caponata, along with the olive oil, contribute to a dish that's rich in antioxidants and healthy fats. This aligns with the Mediterranean diet's emphasis on wholesome, nutrient-dense ingredients. Let's waste no more time, let me show you how to make it. Let's kick it off by prepping the ingredients. I've got a large eggplant which I've washed and I'm going to dice into cubes. Any type of eggplant will work for this recipe. I've heated up some extra virgin olive oil in a saucepan and I'm going to fry up the eggplant cubes until they're golden brown and set them aside in a bowl lined with paper towel. Next up, I'm going to set aside some sliced red onion and a minced clove of garlic for some aromatic charm. 2 stalks of celery thinly sliced. For a burst of freshness, we're going to use some grape tomatoes which are cut in half. I have about 15 green olives which I'm deep pitting and cutting in half, along with a few tablespoons of capers for a zesty twist. And finally, for some crunch, we'll toast up a handful of pine nuts. I have a fairly deep saucepan on the stove here and I'm going to turn it on to medium-high. Let's drizzle some extra virgin olive oil in the pan. We'll start by putting in the chopped onions. I'm going to saute this for a few minutes until the onions are a bit soft and translucent. Now I'm going to add the celery, the minced garlic, capers, olives, and the pine nuts. So we'll just let this saute for about 10 minutes. I'm going to be coming back to stir this occasionally and we just want the celery to soften up a bit. Now it's time to add in the tomatoes. I'm also going to put in some salt. I'm going to put this at a low heat and cover the pan. I'll let it cook for about 30 minutes, coming back to stir it every so often. If it's a little too dry, you can always add in a little bit of water. So while that's cooking, I'm going to mix a 1/4 cup of red wine vinegar with 1 tablespoon of tomato paste, and 2 tablespoons of organic white sugar. We'll set this aside until the vegetables are ready. So it's been about 30 minutes, now I'm going to check on it. This is exactly what we want to see. The vegetables are soft and the smell is just incredible. Now we can add in our sauce. And I'm just going to raise the heat a little bit and let this simmer for about 2 or 3 minutes. So I'm just going to give it a taste to see if it needs more salt. Perfect. While it's simmering, I'm going to add some hot pepper flakes. This is optional, but I like it spicy. So it's been about 2 minutes. I'm now going to turn off the heat. We'll add in our fried eggplant. And I'm going to tear up some leaves of fresh basil. So now I'm gonna transfer the caponata into a bowl. So because caponata is served cold, you want to put this in the fridge for at least half an hour. If you don't eat it all today, it's even better tomorrow. And it'll last a really long time in the fridge. This is so delicious. You can really taste all the vegetables, and that sauce adds a perfect sweet and sour kick. It's also got just the right amount of spice. I need to try this with a piece of bread. I know I said this dish is better the next day, but it's not gonna last that long. Thank you for joining me in recreating the Sicilian favorite. Feel free to experiment with other vegetables and make your own delicious caponata. If you liked today's video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button to keep up to date with my latest vegan recipes. Head on over to earthtorocco.com for the ingredients and instructions for today's eggplant caponata and a lot more recipes. Buon appetito!